My name is John Sweeney, and I'm the director for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang here at Hale Center Theater. I think that for all the patrons that come to the show, ultimately they're going to get entertained, and they will have a couple hours in which they can lose all their troubles and just immerse themselves in a fantastical story that will take them away and let them go into a fantasy world in which cars fly and float and have a life of their own. I think the thing is that when they see the joy that truly the audience and all the other audience members and also the cast are having when they're performing the show, will be something that will certainly lift your spirits as you leave the theater. Well, number one, the fact that Chitty was built from scratch is just truly amazing in just 4 weeks. The fact that this car really, we had no template to go off of. We built it from scratch. Casey and his crew are just amazing at just coming up with the ideas and how to make something like that work. Certainly, we know that the car needed to drive. We knew it needed the float. We knew it needed the fly. But hey, our space is only just a little bit bigger than a car. So we had to find the ways to make that happen in our space. And we came up with some ingenious ideas to make the car truly fly. So when folks come in, I think that they're going to have those questions in their mind. They know what the car did in the movie, and how are we going to do it in a live theater setting in the round on a size stage that this is. When it comes to the choreography that Jenny Barlow put together, it truly takes your breath away. We went through a very arduous process in audition in which we wanted to make sure that every member of the cast could reach a certain level of dance, so that when they went through the paces that Jenny was going to put them through, that only the best of the best could do it. And so I think that what you'll see is some of the most energetic, most toe-tapping, jump out of your seat dance numbers that you've ever seen at this theater. The only caveat I'll say is that when you see the moves that these folks are making, they're not something that the average person can do. So I don't recommend people actually jumping out of their seats and joining us, because Jenny has truly stretched the limits of these dancers, and it's really wonderful to see. The kids are going to love it. I mean, it's a fantasy world for kids, but it's also a fantasy world for adults. I mean, number one, folks who are old enough to remember the movie are going to be taken away back to a time in which they were younger and enjoyed the movie. Adults who are doing the 9-to-5 grind, they're just going to be taken away for a few hours and enjoy a story that maybe they're familiar with, maybe they're not, but they will certainly enjoy it. The kids are just going to absolutely adore the fact that there are other kids in the show. We have dogs, we have flying cars. It's got everything that is going to entertain all ages.